Welcome to Policy on Demand's Week in Review. I'm Karl Russo. This week saw the inauguration of President Trump as only the second president in history to serve two non-consecutive terms. Among the executive orders signed on day one were several tax items. President Trump rejected the OECD's global tax deal, stating it has no force or effect in the United States absent an act by Congress adopting the relevant provisions. He also directed the Treasury Secretary, in consultation with the U.S. Trade Representative, to investigate any country that violates a tax treaty or creates tax rules that are discriminatory or extraterritorial, and to recommend retaliatory countermeasures. A report with findings and recommendations will be delivered within 60 days. In another executive order, President Trump directed the Treasury Secretary to investigate whether any foreign country subjects U.S. citizens or corporations to discriminatory or extraterritorial taxes pursuant to Section 891 of the Tax Code. Section 891 authorizes the President to retaliate against a foreign country that discriminates against U.S. citizens or corporations by doubling the tax rates on its citizens and corporations. The provision, which was first enacted in 1934, has never been invoked. Nominations for senior members of Trump's policy team were formally submitted for confirmation this week. Treasury Secretary-designate Scott Bessent was reported out of the Senate Finance Committee by a vote of 16-11, with Democratic Senators Mark Warner and Maggie Hassan joining all Republicans in favor. A vote by the full Senate is expected to be delayed as members opposed to some of the nominees exercise their rights for more debate time. The President issued an executive order imposing a regulatory freeze until a department or agency head appointed or designated by President Trump reviews and approves the rule. Delays in confirmation of senior members of the administration could interact with the executive order on regulatory review to delay publication in the Federal Register of new guidance, including in the tax area. While monitoring subsequent executive actions, companies and their U.S.-based foreign executives should evaluate their operations for the effect of potential actions by the United States and monitor other countries' responses to President Trump's executive orders. They can also watch Congress, as House Republicans meet this weekend and are expected to discuss a budget resolution that will set debate parameters for extension of the 2017 individual tax cuts. Finally, the Treasury Department began use of so-called extraordinary measures to avoid default, as the United States hit the statutory debt limit on January 21st. Observers expect extraordinary measures to last until sometime in the summer, depending on whether the measures last until June 16th, when the 2025 second quarter estimated tax payments are due to refresh government coffers.